This ad set, the home purchases,
Uh-huh.
that has the 6 ad sets in it. So I'm still trying to kind of figure out which ones to turn off in order to optimize everything. Would you be
Okay.
okay with taking a look at it for me?
Yeah. If you want to change the date to, if you can hit on click today in the top right, and
Sure.
then change it to, let's do the 22nd to the 29th.
Okay.
That way we get a full week plus today, and then hit update. All right. And then you can minimize the GoToMeeting thing as well. Okay, so it looks like, okay, if you want to go ahead and click on Home See Purchases so we can look in there. And then if you want to scroll over to the right so we can see the return on ad spend.
Sure. Oh, wait, let me go to sorry. There we go.
Okay. All right. 2.1, 2.76, 3.13. Okay. And then, so we would want to turn off the initiate checkout 30 days, but just to be sure, switch it back to today.
Okay.
So we did the full week. It looks like it's at 2.76, and we're going to give it one chance to essentially have a high ROAS today. Let's see. And it
Okay.
got nothing, but it got a lot of spend. It actually got the most amount of spend. So let's flip it back to that time frame again, back to
Okay.
the 22nd to the 29th. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, before we make one final decision to cut this, even though it looks like we need to, and we probably should, let's go ahead and open that ad set up and look at the ads. Because there could be one ad with 9 purchases at $1 each. We just don't know. All right, looks like it's, okay, so you got a 6X at a $4.31. So go ahead and click Add Filter in the top left.
Oh,
Right
sorry.
right under Campaigns in the top left. And then type in like active, and then do Add Deliveries Active at the bottom. Yep. So that is actually your best audience.
No way.
Yeah, that's your best audience right now. Because of those optimizations you made by turning off those ads, it has the highest return on ad spend at this very moment. But face value, it looked like it was the worst, which I thought it was. And when, I mean, it was clear as day that it was like 2.76 and had $11 purchase. It only made sense to turn it off. But the one thing we finally checked was, okay, on the ad level, how many ads are active? And if there's any active at all, what's their return on ad spend? And in this case, the only active ad is a 6.04, which is higher than all your other audiences, which is really good.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So leave
So
it.
yeah, absolutely. Because what's going to happen is over
Okay.
time, you'll see it average out to the higher number. So that
Okay.
2.76 is essentially the past week's data based off all the ads. But since we only have one active ad and it's the best one, then your return is actually much higher. So what we'll do is let's do yesterday,
Okay.
and then let's see what that looks like. So it's a 4.21. So yeah, it's holding in. So yeah, it's doing good. We just
Okay.
need to essentially give it some more days to level out.
Okay.
Cool.
That makes sense.
All right, let's look at
Okay.
that page view 30 days. Let's go ahead and do let's do last 7, or let's do the time frame 22nd to the 29th again.
Okay.
And then go ahead and click on Home See Purchases audience, the campaign level. And then go ahead and just select ads in on the third bar. There you go. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to optimize on the ad level to find out, because you're at a 5.93 right now, which is really good. Every $100 you spend, you're making 600 basically.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what we could do is rank it by return on ad spend. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and, why not push it a little higher than 6? We don't want to
Yeah.
get too, not too greedy, but there's optimizations we can still make to improve it. Okay, let's see. Let's scroll down a little bit. And then, all right, so your lowest one's at a 3.14, 3.38, 3.46, 3.56. You have a good amount of purchases down there. We can go ahead and turn off. Oh, wait, that one has purchase at a 3.14, and then the only other active ad has a 4.21. Okay, do today and yesterday, last 2 days,
Okay.
just today and yesterday. Combined, do 28th and 29th.
Oh, sorry.
No
Okay, let
worries.
me get that. 28th and 29th.
Yeah, because we're trying to look at these sets of data to see how things are running, if like over time they're getting better, if they stay active longer, are they getting worse? Or are they improving as we make optimizations? Are they actually improving?
Okay.
And it looks like you're both of, so you have that US LAL 1% purchase at the very bottom that had no purchase there. It's the third one from the bottom, third one up from the bottom. And then you have the one at the very top, which it has 4 purchases. So that is getting better. Click that one, click edits, the one you're hovering, click that.
Okay.
Don't open it, just check the box. And what this is going to do whenever you change the date, so select that box. Now what's going to happen is whenever you change the date, oh, you got to click it again.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
Now whenever you change the date, it'll stay highlighted. So let's go ahead and go back to the 22nd to the 29th. Yeah, so that ad is actually worth turning off. It's the worst one.
Okay.
And how do we know? Right now, over this large data set from the 22nd to the 29th, that's 8 days, it's at the bottom. Then what we did was we did last 2 days, which is today and yesterday, and it's at the third from the top of the bottom.
Okay. That
So
makes sense.
it's just no good.
Okay.
And we could probably do that for a few others, but that was the most immediate one. So we pushed it up about a point one, I think it was a 0.01, maybe, of an improvement. Every 0.0 something counts. The 3.38, yeah, one at the very bottom is in the page view audience. And you have, that one can be turned off actually. And reason
This one
being
right
is,
here.
yeah. And you see how it says 1% page view? You see that audience?
Yeah.
If you look
Yes.
towards the top, it's the fourth one from the down from the top. That other one has 7 at $2.99 per purchase at 9.32.
Okay.
Right?
And it's in the same ad set. Okay.
Same ad set, except that other one has way better results. So this one could just be turned off.
Very good.
Okay. Now 3.46 at 845. You have 6 in that control audience. That one has 1 second from the top at 290 at 17, but only has 3 purchases. The next 2 are towards the middle, and those have pretty good returns. And then the next 2 down from that are all above 5. So this one at the very bottom can be turned off because it has 5 other ads above a 5x ROAS.
This
So this
one.
this 3.46 can be turned off.
Okay.
Most people dream of 3.46, but that's nothing for these results. All right. 3.53, one add to carts at 6.58 cost per purchase. And the other one is at third from the top. It has 9 at 193. Look at that. That's crazy.
That is
So
crazy.
that bottom one can be turned off for sure.
Okay.
All right. Now what are we looking at? Okay, 4.21. This one's at 1% purchase. The other one is I think it's been removed. Go ahead and press that in the top right. There should be a refresh button.
The
On
update now?
yes.
Oh
Wow,
my
look at
gosh,
those
look at that.
improvements. Yeah, that's huge. Took it from a 5.93 all the way to a 7.59.
That is crazy.
Those are some big changes. All right, so let's not do any further optimizations because that is a really good tune up from there.
Okay, I do have a question on this one right here that has only had one purchase.
Hmm.
And it's only had one purchase over 7 days and it hasn't had any lately. Do I
Hmm.
just continue to let it play out or
Yeah, because what you'll see
yeah?
is Facebook will give it like a couple pennies a day.
Yeah.
I'll give it $1 every now and then if it's, acting a little nice. And it might get a purchase at like 14 cents, but then it doesn't get a purchase for like another week. But over time, when it's giving it 15 cents, $1, 25 cents every day, it turns out to be about one purchase a week at 4.23, which is fine, even though it doesn't get much spend, but it's still good results.
Okay. That makes sense. And then these learning limited, so it has been almost a week since these ads have been on. Is that any concern or is that okay?
I wouldn't say it's a concern now, not with a 7.59. And those two learning limiteds at the top are 17x, 13x. Everything's above average. Looks great. What we could
Okay.
do is we could go to your ad set level and look at the spend on these right now. Go to the ad sets in the center column. Yep. Okay. All right. And go ahead and collapse everything with that little collapse button next to name. It's a collapse
Oh,
all. Oh, yeah, that works too. And then, okay, everything here is good. Let's go ahead and switch back to performance columns so we can see what the budget's at.
all right. Where's that at?
Columns on the right next to breakdown,
Okay.
and then just the columns to, yeah, then hit performance. Yep, and now we got your daily spend. So let's go ahead and select all and do drop down next to export and do budget, and then it's the edit button on the far left, right underneath ad sets, just click that drop down and then do budget. And then let's go ahead and do an increase of 20%.
Okay.
Then select all, then do increase. Yep.
Oh, oops. 20.
Hey, 200, why not? All right. And then, so total daily budget was 75, but a 20% increase takes you to 90, which is $15.
Okay.
$15 in this case equates to, let's see, 118 more dollars a day, like money made back.
Wow.
All
That's
right, so
amazing.
yeah, let's publish that. Okay, now those are good to go. Those are all the optimizations you need to make
Perfect.
on that.
Okay.
Okay, and then what about the other campaign?
The other one is doing really well. There's a little bit of a lag, sorry. So
Oh
this
yeah.
home purchase is
Mm-hmm.
doing really good.
It is.
Yeah, they just got out of the learning phase today.
Okay. Okay. Great. That's perfect. That's exactly where you needed to
Yeah,
be.
I'm really happy
Now
with
you
it.
can expect that on a weekly basis.
Wow, that's crazy to me. That's so exciting.
Yeah, so those should be very stable. You might have one down week. They always happen. Sometime it'll hit you and you'll be like, what happened? Just let it run.
Okay.
work itself out. Sometimes there's always one weird week. Whatever happened in the news or whatever the case is going on in the world, something might
Okay.
happen, right?
Yeah.
Because what you'll notice is like everybody might be 90% of them might have purchased out of California and Los Angeles. You might be like, what in the world happened this week if we're doing it across the US? But realistically, it's like one city. Something must have happened and now things are off, right? There's always cases like that, but they always work
Okay.
themselves out. But this is good. You should expect it to remain consistent. If you see any like significant drops, that I doubt will happen, but if it does, then something could be wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, this is great. Those results look good. Every
Yeah.
week that should be good to go.
That's so crazy. So then once I am verified, then this would be the ad set or the campaign that I'd like to continue to scale up, right?
Which one?
This home purchase can with the one that we're looking at right now, this campaign, would this be the one I would want to duplicate and scale up once I'm
Oh,
verified?
the home C purchases.
Yeah. Oh no, the one that we're looking at right now, the home purchase, this one.
Oh, if you want to duplicate it and scale up again,
Eventually, once I'm verified, I'm still waiting to
right?
get verified.
Okay.
So I'm not going to increase my spend drastically until then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm already now, I think, at like 400 a day
Okay.
between all of the ad sets. So then would this be the one, once I'm verified, that I can duplicate and continue to scale up?
Yes, or you could increase it by 20% every 48 hours and you'll never exit learning. You'll never reset learning.
Okay.
So
Which one's
40% on,
better?
well, if you don't want to have to worry about overlap, because what happens when you duplicate, you're overlapping your bids. So technically you could spike your own cost against yourself by 50 cents. And it might not be
Okay.
super noticeable, like you might not feel it or notice it because there's just so much dough rolling through. But that 50 cents over the course of a few months adds up to be hundreds of dollars you paid out because you bid against yourself. It's like you going in the room and when you raise your auction tag for 100, it's like you put up your other arm and put 115. You just
Okay.
raised yourself.
So if you look, I have this lookalike audience. The 1% page view is also in this audience as well.
Mm-hmm.
So am I essentially bidding against myself on these as
Nah,
well?
it's not a big, it only happens whenever you're spending a lot on two different
Okay.
audiences. 18 daily against
Okay.
172. It's not as yeah, there's not much that'll happen there. But whenever you have like 1,000 versus a 400 daily, there's going to be overlap somehow. I mean, it's just
I
too hard
gotcha.
to avoid. So
Okay.
the best thing would be, so we have 172.5 times 2, that's 345 times zero point 0.2, that's $69 would be added if you did 20%. And then every time you did 20%, yeah, it would go up 80, it would go up 86, then you did it again, it would go up 140, and then it would just keep compounding. It would grow really fast over a few days.
Okay. I can do that then. That's great. Um, and then, but I do need to wait on the verification. Is that still correct?
You don't have to. It's ideal, right?
Okay.
Because everything's going smooth roads, and all of a sudden, boom, locked. It's like, what happened?
Okay.
We are just doing so good,
Okay.
right?
So
But
yeah,
you could
that'll
hit
take,
500, I believe, if you're at plus all these mini ones. I forgot I think it was $90 it said it was.
yeah,
It's
90. So right
435.
now,
Hmm.
yeah,
So you have about, your cap could be higher than 500. We don't know yet. It'll tell you eventually.
it'll
Um,
tell me just because sales will slow down.
no, it'll actually tell you a warning sign will come up and say, hey, you can't scale any further. Your max daily threshold's 500 until verified.
Oh, I've never, because I've been running ads for a year and I've done a couple of thousand a day and I've never had that
Yeah,
happen.
well, perfect. Yeah. Have you ever had an account locked?
No.
Oh, then I wouldn't worry about it then.
Okay.
Yeah. feel free to keep scaling then.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's always nice to take the precaution, but if you've never had any issues in the past, then I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's not likely it'll happen.
Oh, good. Because I'm a sole proprietor and
Hmm.
becoming an LLC, but they require all that paperwork. As far as I know, are you able to get verified as a sole
Not
proprietor?
that I know of, no.
Okay. So I'm just waiting on the paperwork, but it's going to take a good month because of everything going on right now.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you've never had any issues in the past, don't worry about it. People who usually have new accounts or are new at scaling, they'll run into the issue, but if there's never been an issue and you've done it before, then there's no cause for concern.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. I've spent close to 300,000 on ads and I've never had an issue.
Great. Yeah, then I wouldn't worry about it at all.
Oh, good. Oh, that is such good news because I was ready to scale fast. So that's good.
Yeah, yeah, then do it.
Yay. Okay. Awesome.
Well, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, looks good. I mean,
Thank you
things are
so
getting
much.
better and better and better and better and better. So it's
Yeah, I
exciting.
can't wait to see next Monday. We'll show you what's happening.
Cool. Alrighty.
Okay, thanks so much, Chase.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.